Hello, and welcome to the SAVE overview for benefit applicants. My name is Kelly, and I will be your host for today's presentation. I am with the Engagement Branch of the Verification Division of U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. Today's presentation is focused on you, the benefit applicant, and will give you information and resources to use while your SAVE case is being processed. This presentation was recorded on September 8th of 2023. Today, I will cover what the SAVE program is, as well as what the SAVE program does not do. Next, we will go through the SAVE CaseCheck process. And finally, I will be providing you with some additional resources. So what is SAVE? SAVE stands for the Systematic Alien Verification for Entitlements and is the program that provides a verification service that allows federal, state, and local benefit granting and licensing agencies to verify your status when you apply for a license or government benefit. SAVE does not grant benefits. SAVE simply verifies a benefit applicant's naturalized or derived U.S. citizenship status or their immigration status for the agency based on the information you provide to the agency. Agencies then use the information provided by your SAVE case to determine your eligibility for the public benefits they administer. So what types of benefits may be granted after a SAVE case? The agencies that are registered to use SAVE may need to obtain immigration information to help determine if you're eligible to receive benefits that could include issuing a Social Security number, Medicaid, housing assistance, food stamps, education benefits, or a driver's license or professional license. An applicant must provide the following information to their agency so a SAVE case can be created when applying for benefits. As an applicant, you must provide your current biographical information to include your first and last name and your date of birth. The benefit you are requesting must be included in the SAVE case. And finally, you must provide at least one immigration document which will contain a unique numeric identifier. For example, a USCIS number or an I-94 number. Additional examples are listed on this slide. With those requirements in mind, what can you do to possibly receive faster case results? First and foremost, you should ensure your records are accurate. If your status or biographical information has recently changed, it's important that your records match those updates. The next tip is to present as many relevant immigration documents as possible. The more information you are able to provide your agency, the better your chances of receiving accurate and timely case results. And finally, ensure you are checking with your agency regarding what documents are acceptable to present. Each agency has their own internal procedures, and they may not all accept the same documents. This is a list of the most commonly used immigration documents for SAVE cases. For a complete list of acceptable documents, you can visit the SAVE public website and view the commonly used immigration documents tab. It's also linked on this slide. But remember, it's always a good idea to contact the agency you will be working with prior to having your SAVE case created to ensure you are bringing documents they will accept. All right, you visited your agency, given them your information, and they have created a SAVE case for you. How long should it take for your case to receive results? 85% of the time, SAVE is able to return a case response the same day, usually within 3 to 5 seconds. However, there are some occasions that SAVE is not able to automatically resolve your case, which means your case requires additional verification. When that happens, your case goes into a queue to be reviewed and processed manually by a U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services employee. These cases are resolved in the order in which they are received. Previously, additional verification responses took 3 to 5 federal working days to return with a case response. However, there is currently a large backlog of cases, causing processing times for each step of additional verification to increase. Because of this backlog, we stress the importance of presenting your agency with the most up-to-date and correct information possible to increase your chances of receiving a response within seconds. If your case went to additional verification, here are some best practices that provide you options while you wait. First, you can track the progress of your SAVE case using the SAVE CaseCheck feature. I will discuss this in greater detail shortly, so you understand how to find your case, what the different results mean, and how you will know when to return to your agency for additional information. Next, we suggest that you work with your agency to see if they have any internal policies that may allow them to grant you interim benefits while your SAVE case is pending. And last, it's important to stay up to date with the current SAVE processing times. You can see these processing times when you use the CaseCheck feature. And again, I will be showing you how to find that shortly. Additionally, there are some actions we currently see benefit applicants take that may not help in the long run. The SAVE hotline is intended to support agencies, not benefit applicants. Calling this number will only result in our customer service representatives referring you back to your agency for support. We have also seen an increase in benefit applicants seeking assistance from their local congressional representatives. This is most likely due to increased wait times for manual reviews. However, in the long run, this may actually increase wait times overall due to additional actions that must be completed with this type of escalation. All right, so what is SAVE CaseCheck? SAVE CaseCheck is a service for benefit applicants that will provide them with the current status of their pending SAVE case, alerting them when they should return to their benefit granting agency to receive more information about their case. After applying for a public benefit, applicants can follow the progress of their SAVE case quickly and easily online using the SAVE CaseCheck feature. So what are the advantages to using SAVE CaseCheck? To start with, CaseCheck makes it easy to track the progress of your SAVE case. It prevents you from having to call or visit your benefit granting agency to receive status updates on your case. And finally, it will let you know exactly when to return to your agency for an update on the status of your SAVE case. To locate your SAVE case using CaseCheck, you will need to enter your date of birth and information from one of the listed immigration documents or the case verification number your agency may have provided you. If you're using information from your immigration document, it's important that you use the same document information you provided your benefit granting agency, or you may not be able to locate your case. You can access CaseCheck by going to the public USCIS SAVE website and clicking on Check Your Case, located under the SAVE CaseCheck tab. We've also provided the direct link to CaseCheck on this slide. CaseCheck is available in both English and Spanish and can be changed at the top of the screen. After reviewing the Privacy Act statement and terms of use, you will select I agree to continue to CaseCheck. You must select an identification type from the drop-down menu to proceed. Again, it's important to remember to use the same document information you provided your benefit granting agency to ensure your case can be located. Based on what you select, you will be required to input the specified documentation to help find your case. If you need assistance locating the document information on your immigration document, you can select the helper icon for assistance. After document or case information is entered, you will enter your date of birth, then select Submit to locate your case. If the information you entered matches, your SAVE case will appear similar to what you see here. The status of your case is located on the left-hand side of the screen, and as you can see here, this case is currently under review. For more information on your case, you can select the View Case hyperlink located on the right-hand side of the screen. After clicking on the View Case hyperlink, you will be able to see the current backlog for SAVE cases, along with additional information. If your case is taking longer than the current backlog time, then you should contact your benefit granting agency for assistance. Remember, the number of days for wait time does not include weekends or holidays. Resources for applicants can also be accessed from the case details page and is listed under Need More Information. If you check your case and see a status of Return to Agency, that means you should contact your agency for more information on next steps. All right, that wraps up the case check process. Now I'm going to provide you with some additional resources that might come in handy. If your immigration documents are outdated, expired, or lost, you may have a difficult time going through the SAVE process. Remember that SAVE is a program that verifies your status based on the information you provide. As I stated earlier, it's really important that you provide agencies with the most up-to-date and accurate information you can, and this includes your immigration documents. Whenever possible, we suggest you correct those documents prior to having a SAVE case created for you. Immigration documents can be provided by several different agencies, and those include U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, and the Student and Exchange Visitor Program. The U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, or USCIS, issues a majority of immigration documents. For information on specific documents, feel free to access the links on this slide. Contact information, as well as links to request an appointment, are also on this slide. The U.S. Customs and Border Protection, or CBP, issues arrival and departure records to individuals who enter at a port of entry. We've provided links to you if you need to correct or replace your I-94. If you have additional questions or just want more information, feel free to visit the CBP Information Center linked on this slide as well. And finally, students or exchange visitors who need to correct their records should contact their designated school official or responsible officer. If those individuals are unable to assist you, we have provided the contact information for the Student and Exchange Visitor Program Response Center. The last resource I would like to draw your attention to is the public USCIS SAVE webpage. From this site, you can access the benefit applicant fact sheets, useful links, and tips to get quick results. You can also download these slides or view the presentation again. The direct link to the benefit applicants page is listed on this slide. Thank you for watching and have a great rest of your day.